What is going on? Brian Carroll here, powerlifter.at, coming to you from beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. If you like my content, please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. For all things Brian Carroll, 1020 Life and Gift of Injury, please go to powerlifter.at. Today what I'm going to talk about is something that I think will help people out there that are struggling with back injury, and something that I see happen all the time. I even talk about it in Gift of Injury, which is newly released in Kindle and paperback, fully updated leading up to the 1,306 pound squat, is coming back from injury too early. Now, those of you who've read Gift of Injury, and I hope everyone out there gives it a shot and tries to understand the psychology of getting back under the bar after a serious injury and everything that goes into it. I document this, and I'm very open about the pros, the cons, the difficulties that I had, the struggles I had, and then the successes too. But one thing that I see all the time is people come back too quick and start loading the bar, and they end up having more damage created because they are rushing biology, and that's something you can't do. Now, in Gift of Injury, I document how I was able to wind my pain down pretty well with moving like an athlete 24/7, as we talk about in Back Mechanic and so many other videos and articles. Spine hygiene is something that people underrate, and they think that it doesn't matter. I have news for you. It does matter. It does matter the way you move, and the stresses that you put on your back, they matter. They absolutely matter. And so for the people out there that don't believe that and you still have back pain, maybe you should give it a try. Anyway, back to progressing too quickly. In 2013, when I saw Dr. McGill, and this is where the book, Gift of Injury, starts out, is I go see Dr. McGill, and he tells me that I'm pretty much done. And we have the negotiation. We end up agreeing on get pain-free first, and if I come back and I'm able to exceed again in powerlifting, we're going to write a book about it. From there, over the next 10 months, I worked on regaining my resilience once again, getting my athleticism back. But first, I became pain-free and didn't put the cart before the horse. I did this for 10 months, and I didn't ever break any of the rules. I moved well. I didn't do too much in training. I followed the program with the walks and the big three every day and expanded my pain-free capacity. And then in March of 2014 was my comeback meet. That's 10 months that I used all the McGill method, all the protocols, had Stu in my corner and many other great people encouraging me. And I went to the Arnold in 2014 after 10 months, and I squatted well, I benched a PR, and then I failed on the deadlift. As I was warming up, I didn't even deadlift that day. Even though I could have won the meet with the 700-pound deadlift, I got sensitized during the squat and the bench, and it was time to deadlift. I knew that if I went down and decided to deadlift even relatively heavy, I was going to screw my back up. So even after 10 months of applying the principles and backing off, rebuilding my spine, rebuilding the foundation, I still had a flare-up 10 months later. That's because it takes years for a disc to actually heal. That doesn't mean you're going to be in pain, but I had damage that was deep and it needed more time to heal, and I needed to create more adaptations. And the bottom line was I rushed it. I rushed the comeback so I could come back. I struggled at the 13 Arnold. I got second place. I feel like I should have won. So that whole year I was focused on coming back to win in 14. Unfortunately, I had to bow out. I took a token deadlift, and that was a hard pill for me to swallow. I still needed 6 more months. That was March. And then in October, so 6 to 7 more months, I finally had enough time to build the athleticism. I had to fine-tune my training a little bit. I had to drop a little bit of body weight. All the details are in Gift of Injury of what I did, the discussions with Stu, the adjustments we made. And it was a blow to me mentally. It was a hard blow to my psychology because I've been telling people for so long, my back feels good. I'd written about it on EliteFTS.com. I talked about the big three and walking and the McGill method and ultimate back fitness and performance and all things McGill. I put the videos out on YouTube. Here I am, my dumb ass is hurting again. Why was I hurting? Because I rushed the process. So whenever I talk with people that reach out to me for back pain, and they're like, yes, I want to be back in 4 months or 5 months or 6 months or 2 months or 1 month. There are people that can come back quicker because each injury is unique. I had significant bone trauma, which takes a long time to heal, and it was very sensitized, and it took a long time for me to be able to mimic the meet day demands and be able to do so without getting sensitized. Hello, I hope you're enjoying this video. I want to talk to you really quick about our CBD line. PowerX Strength CBD is 100% THC free, made with MCT oil and CBD isolate extracted from hemp. We have sublingual drops that taste good, made with MCT oil, not cheap hemp oil that upsets your stomach. These balms, these drops, and these products are 100% THC free. You will not fail a drug test, and we have testing on the website. Our balms you want to use 2 to 3 times a day in a localized area to reduce pain and inflammation. This stuff works wonders for tight muscles and joints. Then lastly, we have a product called CryoFreeze, which is similar to a BioFreeze. It has 1,000 milligrams of CBD isolate mixed with a nice cooling formula that will help you reduce pain and inflammation. So thank you so much for the support. The link's below. Use the special discount code, and I'll see you soon. Back to the video. So I needed a full 1.5 years or so to get to everyday pain-free, or everyday in pain, to get to daily pain-free, to lifting pain-free, and then getting to ultimate athleticism once again, which is getting back on the powerlifting platform where the demands are pretty straightforward. Compression on the squat, a lot of it, maybe a little bit of flexion, sometimes extension. Bench pressing is a lot of compression and extension. Then of course the deadlift's a lot of compression with a little bit of flexion sometimes too, a little bit of extension. But I just wasn't ready for the meet day's demands. And what I had to do is go back to the drawing board and tweak my training a little bit. And that's how I came up with the jumbo day, where I squat, bench, and deadlift and different volumes and different intensities to get used to the meet day demands. So those of you out there that make the big mistake that I see all the time, where you rush back because your pain is wound down and you feel pretty good. So you go to 135 on the squat, that feels good. The next week you go 200, 300, 400 pounds. The next thing you know, you're almost back to where your squat was a year ago or whenever it was when you first hurt yourself, but you've been backsliding during this time. I want to warn you, you progress too quick, your body's going to let you know. I don't have to tell you anything. So one of the biggest mistakes I see people make is progressing too quick. Don't make that mistake. Take your time coming back. Learn from my mistakes. Read Gift of Injury. Understand the process. Understand how even though I took 10 months off, I wasn't completely healed and I needed more time. So Gift of Injury, live on Kindle on Amazon. The new paperback book, powerxstrength.com, Amazon, BackFit Pro. It's all fully updated. It's cleaned up. It's newly edited. And it's got the 1,306 pound squat leading up to that, and Stu and I's discussion and everything in between, how to rebuild yourself, what I did, and a whole bunch of wisdom in there in between. So thank you so much. Don't rush your back pain progressions. Take your time. Let biology do its thing. Check out Gift of Injury. Check out Back Mechanic. You'll thank me later. Have a good day. Thank you so much for watching today. Please subscribe, like, and share if you enjoyed this video, and have a wonderful day.